Hi, how are you? How is everybody? I am going to share some information on how I use my personal Facebook profile to brand myself and to market myself. Um, so I like to follow what I call the 10-4-1. Um, and the reason I use my personal profile is because really, when you are meeting someone, you really connect with them and then you want to do business with them. So it's really, they want to know who the real you is, not some hidden behind some personal or business page. I do have a business page. I do connect with people on my business page. I do try to share personal information on my business page. However, because of the way Facebook works, none of your posts will really get seen unless number one, the people are constantly engaging with you, or number two, you actually pay for your post. For example, on the business page side, um, if I share a post, it might only be shown to 3 people out of 1,000 or 2,000 followers, and that's disappointing. So we always find our way around it, right? So I use my personal profile, and how I use my personal profile is I say to myself, who am I and what fits inside my brand? I'm very passionate about eating real food and detoxing from heavy metals. I love my little dogs. I love nature, and I meditate, and I'm spiritual, and I'm positive. I'm a life purpose coach. Um, so all of these things of who am I are shared on my personal profile. People really want to get to know you. So who are you? And what types of posts do you think you should share? It's important not to share anything political in nature or anything of that nature, like sharing about animal abuse or anything like that. I always recommend, if you are passionate about something that is seemingly negative, for example, animal abuse, then please share things that are positive, like I just donated to this new shelter, or I am part of this shelter and they save animals from being abused, versus sharing terrible stories about animal abuse. Does that make sense? Okay, good. So I will, instead of like throwing Monsanto out there on my personal page or bashing what I dislike, I will share things like, look at this great food. It's clean, it's pure, it's wonderful. Um, and so that's how you keep your personal profile positive, and while you're sharing the things that you're passionate about, right? Um, so back to the 10-4-1, you want to be able to have everybody engage with you, and they need to see your face on a weekly basis. So at least, so 10 posts should probably be engaging per week. And when I say engaging, you're going to want to say something that's really going to catch your audience to where they have to stop by and push like, share, and mostly you want them to comment. So you might say something like, where were all my friends born? People want to talk about themselves. You might want to put a picture of yourself with 2 outfits on and say to your female followers which outfit works best. They're going to start commenting, because who is your target client? Now, the reason why you want them to comment is because as soon as they comment on one of your posts, the following day and throughout the rest of that day, any of your other posts from earlier that day or yesterday, or tomorrow will show up at the top of their news feed. Okay, does that make sense? Because they engaged with you, then they are going to see more of your posts. Yay! So it's like free marketing. Um, so those are the 10 things that you want. 10 posts that are somewhat engaging, okay? 4 of the posts per week should have a picture of you, your face, and or something that you're passionate about. Like I'll share pictures of my dogs or pictures of my giant maple tree Cheryl, because that is showing people what I like. I might even take a picture of some new food that I found. Oh crap, sorry, my screen went blank. Um, so that's the 4. And then here's the thing too, is you don't want to shove your business down everybody's throat. You want to keep them guessing, to keep them curious. Why are you so happy? Why are you so abundant? Why is your life so great? What does she even do for a living? So you're just like slyly putting things out. Like maybe one of those pictures will be a picture of a client that she sent me, like a after picture of a Reiki treatment, or maybe it'll be a screenshot of a testimonial that I got, and I'll just be like, look at what my client sent me. Now, I'm not saying that I'm a psychic medium. I'm not saying I'm a life purpose coach or a spiritual development coach. I'm just saying, look at what my client said about me, right? So that is a great way to promote your business without shoving it down people's throat. Like I have openings for readings, or look at my product that I'm selling. People get tired of that, and then they stop looking at your posts. Um, the other thing, okay, so then the 10-4, we talked about 10 and 4, and then number 1, that's going to be your power post. That's going to be a post that has so much power under it, and that's going to be when you say, oh my gosh, I just got a new speaking arrangement. And you get so excited. And so that actually kind of lets your people know what it is that you do. Just once a week, something really freaking awesome. And maybe that's when you put up, like I'll put a picture of one of my previous students at a psychic fair, or sharing their business page going, holy crap, look at one of my students. So I'm promoting, I'm being excited because of my student, but it also shows that, hey, I'm a teacher, right? Okay, so that's the 10-4-1. And then I talk, because of those people that engage with you on your 10, and then they show up on your, you show up on their feed, okay? Now, here's the other thing, is you're going to want to go through your feed just once a day or so and comment on people's posts that are going to be a target client, because it also works that way. If you comment on their little picture of their little baby saying, oh, what a cutie pie, guess what? She's going to all of a sudden start seeing your post at the top of her feed. So it works both ways. Either them commenting on yours or you commenting on theirs will show your post at the top of her feed. So keep an eye on your target clients and romance them and engage with them. It's all about engagement. Um, and I do have to say that you do have to have time management in this and keep it sweet and simple, because you don't want to all of a sudden have people thinking that they could just message you consistently throughout the day because you engaged with them and because you connected with them. So keep it simple, but just like, hey, so I hope that makes sense on how I do marketing on my personal profile. Okay? If you have questions, let me know.